What's happening, party people? Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up and that like button, and let's get started. I am still in Cincinnati. Today's my last day. Headed back to South Texas, Vegas, Southern Cal, through Albuquerque, on to Lincoln, Nebraska. I hope, man, it seems like these days are getting shorter on me, going so fast. But hey, in this video, I did the finishing touches on that V70 front end damage repair, and then I went on to visit Mitch and do a couple things on his T5M P80 stick car. Oh, almost forgot. Before we get into this video, if there's somebody out there that wants this Volvo tow hitch thing, I don't know if you can see the part number there, but I got this thing. I don't need it. Not going to use it. I pulled it in case somebody needed it. Part number looks like 8698894. I pulled this off of a P80. I don't know how many of the Volvo hitches came with it. If you need it, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and toss it on my website, robertdiy.com. I'll toss a link to it in the description area so that you can link right over to it and grab it if you want it. But this goes to a Volvo tow hitch. I didn't get the whole hitch. I got this ball because there's some people got the hitch and no ball. Anyway, nice piece if you want it. So, hope you enjoyed today's clips. Have a great day. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Off the Tinker Day, went by the salvage yard, dropped off my cores. I didn't know that if you have LKQ cores, they'll take it back regardless of what salvage yard you drop that off on. So that was good. Saved me probably about an hour today. But yesterday, banging on this bumper trying to get this thing to fit, that cracked glass got worse. So I went and picked up a headlight for my buddy here, and we're going to put that in and then head to my next stop. Let's get this headlight in. Remember to test this corner bulb before you put this light together, because you got to pull the bumper to get that thing out and replace that bulb. So I got that checked out. You might be able to get it out if you pull the air box, but pulling the bumper is easier. Let me go ahead and put this together. Sad thing is I only had one clip that goes across the top, and that just broke. So I gotta check my car, see if I got any of those. Well, that's it. Got a good light. Needs to put some clips across the front here to hold this in. So let me get out of here. Make sure I could latch this hood again. It was hard getting this hood closed, but I finally got it. But man, need some pins in the top of this bumper. And we are going to move on to our next stop. Back here at Mitch's T5M. Look at them jewels, man, they still look good. We're going to do an axle here, a door latch, and see what else we can get into before the night gets too dark. FSBs. I think that's what they're called, Tonys. Got the brake caliper hanging, got the loose IPD anti-sway bars, and you can see this boot is starting to sling a little grease in here, but it's not much. We got a Volvo axle for this, so let's go ahead and get this thing swapped out. Time to pry it out. And we got a Volvo axle to put back in. They look matched up pretty good. And always better to have OEM. We got it looking good. The axle's in. It's pulled through here. I got it tight, not torqued. I torqued the caliper on, torqued these. Got the anti-skid sensor plugged in, the ABS sensor. And I secured the cord at both places. It was only secured at one place. So And this thing's got 302s. So we're going to go ahead and put this on here and lower the wheel, torque the wheel, and then torque this bolt. Torque values in the comments. I think it's either 89 or 87 plus 60 degrees. And I got my big cheater. Got the CV axle done. Time to take a dinner break. Dinner time over. Time to get back at it. We're going to replace a latch in this front passenger door. It's doing something and it's leaving the light on, which drains the battery. So I got a latch from the salvage yard. Hopefully it locks and unlocks with the car. We'll test that, but we're going to get it in because hopefully it won't be like this one, leaving the light on. See that light down there burning with the door closed? If you don't know, the video for taking door panels off and latches and stuff off is linked in the description area. Take that cap off, take that screw off, take that trim off, bust those two loose, pull that cap off, bust that loose, and take the door panel off. You want the window up so you can get the latch out. So let me put the window up. Man, that's a good tint job there. Some good looking tint. I got the latch swapped out. You see the light in there? You see the light under there? Let's close the door. See if this thing goes up. Oops. Dang it. Hit the door panel. Try this again. Out. First time. I don't know if the door lock will work because I don't have this hooked up, but so, in your latch, you got this micro switch. Somebody told me they had 3 micro switches. But here's the one that I can see here. And with the latch closed, it pushes down on that micro switch. Let me get a light on. That's open. That's almost closed. And if you listen to it, when it goes all the way closed, you can actually hear the micro switch click. I really didn't hear it. Let me try to open this again. Oh, I heard it that time. I heard it right as it clicked. When I pull it open, you can hear it unstick. Hear it? That's supposed to cut that light out. But this one's not doing it, so I don't know if you could replace that micro switch if you wanted to, but we replaced the latch, and I think we're good to go. Let me put this door panel back on, plug this stuff up, take this car for a test drive. There it is, folks, back together. He must have really worked on these door panels. He has a nice speaker back there. Only one of these clips fell off. That's kind of like a miracle. So I don't know if he wants to put that back on, but I'm going to leave it here for him. I don't have no glue handy. Not sure if I got any at all, so I didn't put it back on. So we're going to clean up my tools, take this thing for a test drive, and see what else I got going on today. It's cruising right along. Going to 4th gear. .217, man, feels good for a car with 217. Gotta keep them maintained. Coming down the wrong street, but this one will work, I think. Gonzalez. Thing normally don't hit high RPMs in 1st gear, but I got it to get pretty high. this car ran great. Why this thing got 4 pedals? I don't understand that one. But anyway, last thing we're going to check is see if there's any oil getting down in the spark plug well. Last time I helped Mitch with this car, he had a problem with oil getting past the seal under the cam cover, filling up that number 5. So we're going to check, see if there's any oil getting down any of them. Let's pull that spark plug cover off real quick. Well, let me say this. Not only is those spark plug wells dry, every one of them, but man, let me tell you something. I never seen really a top of an engine so dry. This thing is dry. Normally you pull this cover off and you got all kind of oil on top of this cam cover, but this is dry, man. It's really good. We'll say this, it's very hot too. So anyway, let me wrap this up, move on to my next spot, continue my night, because the sun is going down. That was it. Another long day in paradise. You know, I forgot to do a couple of clips at the salvage yard, but really, I just dropped off some cores, grabbed that headlight, and got out of there as quick as I could. Really was pressed for time, wanting to make sure that I got done with Mitch's car, or did the important things, because I had a flight the next day, South Texas. So after I got done with Mitch's car that night, I drove on into Vegas. I thought that was like a 3-hour, 20-minute drive. Turned out to be 5 hours, so I got into Vegas real late. I made it to my flight the next day because I had to dump that ugly hood that was on Panther. Did get that done the next day. So just doing one thing at a time, trying not to push myself too hard, because, you know, I'm not a young stallion no more. I'm what they call OG. Anyway, if you need something, go ahead and leave a message here. If you need some more direct help with trying to schedule me to help you with something, call or text me. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great weekend.